The moment you start becoming a sycophant, people would start loving you. Just ask yourself, is it required? If you ask yourself, you'll get all the answers. Is it required that you go and tell somebody that you are great, you are extraordinary, and then they will keep you company? What is wrong in moving around the world all alone if you don't want these kinds of people in your life who actually make use of you for their own personal benefit? We all are surrounded by such people, and we sometimes deliberately, despite the fact that we know it well that it's not good, we deliberately go and flatter these kinds of people. I met a person day before yesterday who told me I have to wish good morning to my boss. And I just asked him that, what if you don't wish? So he said, no, it wouldn't look good. I wouldn't cast a good impression. Are you paid to wish him good morning? That's my question. That was my question to him. But his answer was exactly a repetition of what was told to me earlier, that it wouldn't cast a good impression and my promotion would be a threat. Well, if you are promoted just for saying good morning and good afternoon and good evening regularly to your boss, then I doubt your talents. Psychophancy is something that needs to be avoided. You have to learn how to speak truth and be yourself. And even if it is at the cost of upsetting somebody who is really termed as an authority, I would say that do not hesitate to do so. Now, what about those categories of people who are actually forced to um, ensure that their superiors are happy? And in this case, I would really agree with them when they say that we are supposed to be sycophants, because we would lose our jobs and then our family would be in great trouble. We are the sole breadwinners of the house. Philosophies like self respect, at times, they go hayways. And I have seen that. And I wouldn't blame them for being sycophants. But I really blame people who do it just because they want upward mobility. And I'm sure that you all agree with me on this front, that if you're forced to do something because you have no choice and you do it, God forgives you no matter what. But if you do something just because your own selfish interests are served, then God does not forgive you. And I think that the world is unfortunately filled with people who do it just because they want their personal benefits. What's the harm in making the other person happy and getting benefited out of it? I would say it's very harmful, not only for you, but for the other person, because you are pampering the other person's ego and he is becoming the epitome of egotism, which is unhealthy for him. Why don't you understand that? And you yourself are going to recede into something called inferiority complex in the long run, because you wouldn't feel that there's anything good in you. You will always be habituated to flatter other people and their own goodness. So, how would you become self confident? Is my question here. I think self confidence comes when you have faith in yourself, your deeds. You can look into somebody's eyes and say the truth without hesitation and make the most out of the fact that God has not put you in a difficult situation where you are provoked to, forced to obey people and forced to get colonized. So let's all pledge that we wouldn't be very obsequious, we wouldn't pay servile attendance to people. It's not required. Even if a friend wants you to pamper his ego, I would rather say that you speak truth in front of the friend and have the audacity of speaking it so bluntly when he's wrong that he would be able to kind of meet with the fact. He would be able to reconcile with the fact that, yes, if my friend is saying this, then I'm sure that I would have gone wrong in some case. But many a times we don't even give a chance to our friends to realize that they have been wrong, because we just want to flatter them and their egos, just because sometimes we want their company or they have done something good for us. What if they have done something good for us? What if they have obliged us? But if they are wrong, they're wrong. The world operates on principles, folks. Have some values in life. That's what I want to say. And life without ethical values is totally meaningless. There is no sense that I find in life without principles. I don't know about you people, but at least I wouldn't like to live without it. If you don't have any morals, if you don't have your own parameters of judging what's right and wrong for you, not even judging, deciding what is wrong and right for you, making a choice which is good in the long run for you and for the entire human race. I think if you can't do this, then your entire birth is a waste.